Hello, everyone. Can you believe it? We're back. We're so thrilled to be here. As I say, anytime we play on a Sunday, you could be playing fantasy football or you could be watching real fantasy with us. There is no better place to be, no better place that I would rather be than with the people here on the screen alongside me. We've got Steph as Branwen, Nolan as Willem, Fort as Randy, or potentially Laserhawk. And we've also got Evan as Dunk. And all of
Dun
them are
dun.
excited to be here. I'm excited to be here. If you're joining us for the first time, we are Nat20Hot, a group of friends that like to play Dungeons and Dragons together. We do this for fun. It's a homebrew campaign. We've been going on almost 2 years now, which is incredible. And it is also the season of giving. So if you check the link in our chat, you will find a link to our team page for Extra Life, a wonderful charity that supports America's children's hospitals, helping to fund critical and life-saving care for children who need it. And we all know the news. What a great time to make healthcare more accessible for all. So I highly recommend you go ahead and do that. Now, our announcements out of the way. What a great time to do a recap of where we were the last time this group was all together, because it's been a little bit. The last time this group was truly all together was actually quite a long time ago, because on the shores of the Feywild, the border of the Winter Court, the party relatively fractured and Cena clinging to life in Hylasera being banished there by, or sent there by Randy, and Seraphel,
It
their
vanished, sir.
yeah, sorry, sent there, and Seraphel banished to the material plane, the place that she longed to be in the first place. The party was unfortunately forced to scramble and figure out a new plan, specifically the Randy plan, a plan by Randy, which sent them all in disparate directions. Willem and Duncan, to the Winter Court, where they procured 8 chilies, stole the Rhymebound stone from the Rhymebound family, and discovered that the Rhymebounds were allies at one point with Elray, who was also at one point allied with Drakenvoss, which is crazy. While Randy went off to the Soroakin Mountains in search of Valyrian. And find him he did. Find Valyrian as an ancient silver dragon who did make Randy swear that he would kill Seraphel when given the opportunity, as she was too dangerous. Deciding that he
What?
would deciding that he would not do
I don't
this.
remember that.
Yep. Well, deciding that he would not do this,
Oh,
Valyrian attacked Randy, and Randy slurped himself to Hylasera, where he had a touching moment over his surrogate daughter's coma-ridden. Can you say coma-ridden?
Homer?
Coma-ridden body.
she's riddled with
She's
coma.
riddled with
Riddled
comas.
with coma.
And they had a really nice tender moment. And unfortunately, Randy decided to take up a confrontation with his patron, Adara. And when he declared that he could do the job better than she, he was sent hurtling back to the earth, dead. Willem and Dunk returned to Hylasera, finding his deceased body, uh, crumpled, broken, his chest caved in, and wings removed, shattered, and at a loss for things to do. They hailed Branwen, who in her time on the material plane had managed to, while not befriend Seraphel, certainly annoy her into at least being a little bit more open to conversation. And also helping her with an ongoing plight of night terrors that she's been facing and unfortunately spreading to those around her, including Laserhawk, who she encountered on the road one day and helped beat his arch nemesis and murderer of his wife, Ragnar Robert, the bastard son of Catastrophil. And so Willem and Dunk had hailed their companions on the material plane and let them know of the unfortunate, untimely demise of their companion Randy and the still catatonic state of Cena, and had reasoned that now was the time for them to reunite back on the material plane. And so that is where we find ourselves. It is quite late at night in Hylasera. You find yourselves in the shattered sanctum of Adara, or sanctuary of Adara, in Hylasera, pondering your next move. You've kind of collected the body of Randy. You have kind of situated yourself in the room of Cena, and are deciding what to do next. So, Willem and Dunk, I will hand it over to the two of you. At this point, the party is still separated.
Well, um, interesting couple of days.
Interesting couple days.
Um. Uh. Well, given the news of everything else, Branwen seemed less excited than I was hoping she'd be about the chilies, but I think she'll come around.
Yeah, the death of our companion and the comatose state of her lover probably put her in a bit of a sour mood.
Yeah. Um. So, should we like bury the big guy?
Weren't we gonna like go back to the material plane and like bring him back to life because that
Oh
horrible
yeah.
creature Poppy is there and she can do that?
She. Yeah, I guess we should try that. Um.
Yeah, it feels premature to give up on him that quick.
Uh. Wait. Hold on. Okay, we'll definitely include Branwen in this conversation. But didn't we like when we were like talking about bringing Branwen back? Did we all decide like everybody's DNR status? Do you think Randy wants to come back?
I think we did decide the DNR status, but I do not remember what Randy acquiesced to or did not acquiesce to.
Because there's Good Samaritan laws for a reason. Then
If
let's go.
only one of us could speak with dead.
That would be very helpful.
Oh, maybe one of the priests at this sanctum could though. Or maybe we could just assume that he would like to be alive, and then if he doesn't when we bring him back, he can, you know, take matters
Kill him.
into his own hands.
I'd kill him if you wanted me to.
Me too.
I feel like you know what? Maybe I'll let you do that because I feel like that might help resolve some stuff. Anyway, let's let's get going. How do we get there again?
Um, it's like a Griffin day's ride that way.
Oh yeah, so we got to get to the lake.
Yeah.
Um, well, I guess I'll take Randy if you want to take
Is this?
Tina.
I feel like this might be like a two Griffin job.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we'll each have our own.
Yeah.
We only had one though. I guess we're gonna have to find someone to
Correct.
get another one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we should probably go talk to Thalia, who's the captain of the guard, and she could hook us up with a Griffin.
Make a history check.
Or I know she wasn't really in charge of the Griffins. I rolled a 1 for history.
Yeah, you got to go talk to Talia.
Yeah, let's go talk to Talia.
Or I don't know, maybe we could circumvent the whole Griffin thing. Do you think there's anyone in this city who could just like teleport us there?
Do you think they would? Isn't the Ebon Lake kind of a hush hush like special place?
I mean, I think it's a special place, but I don't think it's a secret. But then again, it's Feywild bullshit, so I don't know. I guess we gotta go talk to Talia though, huh?
Yeah, let's go talk to Talia.
All
I
right.
think just showing up and asking, "Hey, can you teleport me, my comatose friend, and my dead friend to a lake?" I think they'd be not down with that. So yeah, it's fine,
Yeah,
Talia.
we're going to find Talia, Chris.
Got it. Okay, hold on one second. Look my headphones in.
Should I buy a 7 foot long fiberglass hammerhead shark on Facebook Marketplace for $300?
Jesus. Anyway, the so just for context, you're going to find Talia in the middle of the night.
I mean, what else are we gonna do?
Okay.
We probably shouldn't let Randy decompose
Or maybe
anymore, so
okay, maybe we'll just go straight to the Griffin people and see if anybody's there at this hour. I mean, Griffins probably need very regular feeding. I wouldn't know anything about that.
All right. So you're going to head to see Mort Short, the Griffin Keeper, at the
Oh
Griffin.
yeah, that guy who totally exists.
Yeah. Um, and you're going to attempt to convince them that you need a Griffin. So, are you bringing Randy and Cena with you at this juncture, or are you planning to pick them up afterwards?
probably pick them up after.
Probably pick them up after. I think hauling around a corpse probably would not endear us to the residents of Hylasera.
Okay. You both head off to find Mort Short. And though the city is quite quiet at this time of night, go ahead and make a perception check.
That is 12. 12.
10.
Okay. Don't notice anything out of the ordinary as you make your way through, and you're able to reach the Griffin Keep with relative ease. It takes you about 30 minutes to walk there. And the moon is high in the sky, though there is still like the everlasting tendrils of light creeping over the far horizon. Um, as you arrive, you find that though it is quiet, there are obviously griffins just out in the fields grazing. Um, and the doorway is shut at this particular time of night.
I think it's time for us to go rapping on that chamber door.
Okay. You knock on the door, and some of the griffins in the field kind of like eye you, but you get the sense that perhaps because you've been around, they don't think of you as a threat. But as you wait there kind of impatiently, you do hear a bit of commotion on the other side of the door, like, they'll be coming at this time of night. And the door flies open, and you're greeted, and you kind of have to like put your head down, given that Mort Short is short. And he goes, "Oh, it's you. Don't tell me you've come this way to tell me you lost Amber or Maple.
Um, no.
They're not lost.
Then where is she? And where are your
Well,
companions?"
uh, funny thing about that. So, one of them is in the material plane, and we need to go there. And so we need another griffin to go there because we still have can I make a history check to remember which griffin we have? Because I don't
Amber.
remember. We have Amber and Maple material plane. Um, we are hauling some precious cargo, so we need a second griffin, please.
You come here without one of the griffins I've already loaned you, and you're asking for another.
We
Well,
yes,
it's in our like the royal we's possession, but not the two of us we.
And I'm just
She.
supposed to believe you that no harm has
Other.
befallen the Amber that you don't have currently with you.
you know, if we had our cleric friend with us, we would zone of truth it to prove it. But yeah, no harm has come to Amber.
You can make a persuasion check with advantage.
16.
Fine. As you're well aware, griffins are not the most amenable creatures. But if you're telling me that you absolutely need one to get where you're going, we do have another whose owner has recently passed away. They're a bit temperamental.
That's
They're
okay. So are we.
such I've been able to glean. Their name is Orion. They're in the field out there yonder. And he kind of gestures to a lone griffin with dark feathers. What's the problem, Branwen?
Is this griffin named after the other Orion in this campaign?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think he just decided that.
Shut up. The and he kind of gestures out to the field. He's got dark feathers. And he goes, bit temperamental. And well, even the last owner didn't get along with him quite well. So I'd recommend that you at least try to do a few rounds around the keep before you decide to fly with him too far from Hylasera. What is so funny?
Something Steph just said. Thank you. We will be sure to do that.
They're a bit restless tonight. I don't really know why, but just be careful.
Yeah, when we were coming over here, nothing seemed out of the ordinary.
Make a deception. Are you lying? What? That felt
No,
weird.
we perceived and nothing seemed out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, good luck. And they'll kind of
Um,
shut the door on you.
Dunk, why don't you get the man maybe put some coins under the door?
Oh yeah. Thanks for your help, and I'm gonna shove a few gold up under there. So we need to win over this griffin.
Dunk, if you had to rate your ability to handle animals on a 1 to 20 scale,
Lame. No.
I would say I'm not very proficient in handling animals. My family, we were vegetable farmers, didn't really grow a lot of livestock.
Hmm. I guess I've kind of always been with y'all, but I feel like I'm pretty decent with animals.
I mean, and I mean no offense by this, but you kind of are an animal.
Wow.
Thanks.
Like Animal from the Muppets.
I'm unfamiliar with that scroll, but
Oh, it's a puppet show that they used to put on
oh,
in my
nice.
village.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll have to go check it out sometime. But maybe we can do that when we get back to the material plane.
Yeah.
But I
After we
think,
resurrect Randy and return Cena's consciousness to her body, yeah.
yeah. So I think to win over this griffin, what I'm gonna do is maybe see if I can like hunt like an animal and bring it to him, like cats do.
Sure. Exactly.
Bring him some fresh food, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, so I guess in like I don't know, you can help me if you want, but being the Lord of the Wild Hunt, I think I can figure this out.
Yeah. You are very good at killing things and winning
So
people over.
thank you. So Chris, I'm gonna go walk out into the surrounding woods
Okay.
and see if I can find game.
You're trying to find what
Game.
game?
Wild game.
Wild game. Understood.
Deer,
Yes.
boar.
You can make a survival check with advantage, given your role as Lord of the Wild Hunt. Willem, are you accompanying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't get my AirPods connected.
I'm determined to lean into being one of the dumb girls telling the other dumb girl exactly today.
I rolled a 19 for survival.
Got it. Yes, it is fairly easy for you to locate as you make your way through the. So, like much of the surrounding area around Hylasera is more open field and grain. Amber fields. I mean, most people describe. You've already known some of the roles of the court of Hylasera to be the Countess of the Amber Fields. So it does take you a bit of time before you reach a clearing of trees to the north, where you're able to. You spend about an hour or so, kind of you lay down some fresh berries that you pull from the bush, lay them down in a clearing of the wood, and then get yourself situated, ready to attack whatever creature may come in wait. And as you are standing there, patiently waiting for something to arrive, um, a whole like I almost called them a flock, but I meant her herd. A whole herd of deer come galloping out of the brush and pounding through the clearing, completely running over your berries. And given the check that you rolled, you can sense that they are running from something.
Hmm. I'm gonna hold my hand out for Willem and just like wait,
Yep.
see what else comes.
You wait there for about 5-10 minutes and nothing comes behind them. But make an investigation check.
4.
Give it 1 second. 16.
Willem, you smell as you kind of like, I don't, it's a sense memory. It is an unfortunately familiar smell of,
A Wendigo.
no, of burning, um,
Oh,
of a fire. Um, Clearly, somewhere off in the distance, there's some kind of wildfire.
clearly Dunk off in the distance. There's some kind of wildfire.
Um, man, maybe I should have jumped on those deer then.
Hey.
Let's.
Can we try something really stupid unless you want to go investigate this fire situation? But again, we do have a dead and unconscious friend.
Yes. What's the stupid thing?
Okay, I'm gonna pull out the gray bag of tricks and reach into it and throw a furry creature onto the ground.
And move. Okay. Let's try it.
I rolled a 4. Yep, same here. That would be a boar.
A boar. Okay. As you toss the ball into the clearing, a squealing, wild, tusked boar like kind of materializes out of the ball that Willem pulls from his bag of tricks. And is your if your intent is to immediately kill this animal, I will say that between the two of you, you're able to kind of leap on it and do so sufficiently.
Unfortunately, I believe that's
Yeah.
not.
Understood. Um, yeah, you now have a well killed boar.
Hey, if anybody asks, we killed this in a much cooler way.
Yeah, I mean, this is a little bit pathetic. I would never want anybody to know.
How do you
Um,
enable pairing on AirPods for real?
I don't own them.
I'm not an Apple boy.
Yeah.
It's on the case. Like it's like a.
Do they have to be
little-
inside the case?
I think so.
Why isn't it appearing?
I don't know.
Because your feedback keeps coming up on my microphone and I feel bad.
Sometimes it does help to like turn off Bluetooth and then turn it back on your computer.
I'll do that.
Mm.
Bluetooth can't be turned off.
What?
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Sorry, I had to get one of the pills that makes me not insane.
Good. Anyway.
Oh, I need to take my pills that make me not sick.
Okay.
We're here
Uh,
to destigmatize mental health issues.
As we should. Alrighty. You bring this boar back to the griffin. And you can tell that like a lot of the animals in the field are certainly restless. But as you approach Orion, the dark feathered, and you can instantly see kind of capture the difference between the two that you've already been associated with, Amber and Maple. This one is much larger and dark feathered as opposed to their natural chestnut and like brownish coats. And it immediately bares its teeth at you as you approach, even despite your offering.
Do
I'm
griffins
gonna
have
like.
teeth and a beak?
Sorry?
Do griffins have teeth and a beak?
No, they just have teeth. It's a lion's head.
Oh,
You're thinking of hippogriffs from
I
Harry
am thinking
Potter.
of hippogriffs.
Maybe
Well,
they have teeth and a beak.
Dunk, handle that
The
animal.
griffins got lions' bodies, but they have
Yeah,
They
Griffin
have-
have bird head,
They have bird heads.
All right, it's got a beak then with razor sharp teeth inside of it.
like a goose. Terrifying.
Nice. Goose. That's what I'm thinking
Can
of.
we say that only butt shit the griffin has teeth?
Yes, but Buttshit's not here right now.
Oh, I'm talking about their griffin.
Orion.
That one
Alright.
just has teeth.
Okay. Yes, the males have teeth. The females do
Even
not.
teeth in pants.
I'll lay the boar down in front of me and kind of take a few steps back. And watch for it's still just sitting there baring its teeth beak at me.
Indeed. Go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Six.
All right. The griffin immediately leaps and pounces upon the carcass in front of it and starts tearing into it, but does not pay you any mind.
Willem, I think I'm gonna have to go old school on this one. I'm going
Hey, Dunk,
to
what does that mean?
jump onto the griffin's back.
Ride 'em, cowboy.
It lets out a horrible shriek as you do so, and I will have you make an animal handling check again. And you'll so like, are you trying to intimidate this animal into submission, or are you just trying to like basically like break its will?
Break it, yeah.
Okay, make an animal handling check. No advantage or disadvantage. If there's
There we
anything,
go.
yeah.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. It takes a fair amount
Damn,
of
you're
time.
coercing the hell out of that griffin.
And Willem, your hand like kind of instinctively goes to limb renderer as you're standing there, as the creature appears to almost buck dunk off at several different intervals, but inevitably he kind of like wraps his legs around its waist and starts like kicking into its side, pushing down on the reins to force it lower, and just using clearly that animal instinct within him, since you think he is an animal. And inevitably is able to break the will of this particular griffin. ASPCA is going to come after us, and you have a you've now bonded with this griffin. Continue to do actions with it, and you will reach level 4 bonding.
Yeah.
That was some of the finest riding
Good
I've seen
boy.
since the girl from Misthold.
You're all right, boy.
You're all right, boy. Okay, so I got this one. And I guess
I'll
I'll
I'll take the other, and yeah, you should probably take Randy, considering he's large.
yeah.
And it's a bigger griffin. That's why.
So I guess we'll fly back to the palace. Is Amber there? I forgot where Amber is.
No, Amber's waiting for us outside of the sanctuary. Yeah.
Oh,
Is the
okay.
Correct.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
want her over there? Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
exactly.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go pick up. No, I'll fly you over to the to Amber, and then we'll head over to the sanctuary, pick up Randy, and uh, why am I trying to say
Cena,
Cena? Yeah, thank you.
that one.
Uh, that one, and we'll head over to the lake.
This sounds like an excellent plan.
All right. You board Orion, and though he's definitely indignant at times, makes his way over to the sanctuary of Adara. You touch down, and his paws hit the ground with a whoosh. Like you definitely feel far more like strength and power than the two that you've been flying up until this point. Um, and the pre-dawn hours of Hylasera are pretty quiet, though you note that up until this point, you kind of like stay low over the city skyline. Um, and yeah, you collect Randy, collect Cena. Anything else you're doing before departing the city?
I don't think we have any unresolved business.
No.
All right. You kick off from the ground, leave Hylasera behind you, and head south towards the direction of the Ebon Lake. Go ahead and make a perception check as you take off.
21.
15.
Both of you look out towards the east, and you are able to. Thank you. You are able to see a massive wildfire brewing in the foothills of the Shimmer Peak Mountains and nearing the amber fields that surround the city of Hylasera. Willem, your eye, just attuned to scanning the dark at this point, your many years kind of wandering the dark streets of various towns and cities, you see a fairly sizable collection of individuals making their way through the burning fields and forest.
Like out from the city towards the fire, or from the fire towards the city?
From the fire toward the city.
Hey. I know we have a lot of things to do right now, but that seems bad.
Um,
There's a cohort of individuals advancing towards the city.
kind of feels like not my circus, not my monkeys.
Okay.
You
Mm,
disagree?
I think I might have to disagree. Yeah. My whole sort of like commitment to upholding justice. But again, there are only two of us, and like,
And
mm,
we don't really know the context.
yeah, I don't think this is a prescribed burn, though. Sort of feels haphazard and threatening,
Um,
like Branwen.
we can swing back and at least warn the guard, Talia.
Yeah,
Uh, but
just
then I think we need to save Randy.
yeah. No, well, Randy's covered by a sheet, so it won't cause, a ruckus. The Griffin's
Protection.
just holding a weird thing in a sheet, and nobody's gonna know what it is. Never mind the blood.
All right. Quick detour to go warn Talia, but then we gotta go.
Okay. Yep, yeah, no, that's the plan.
Okay. I'll leave you two for a moment while you turn back towards the city and leave, given the things that you've seen on the horizon, and turn to Branwen and Laserhawk, not Randy as he is labeled on the stream. So, where we last left you, you had just received the news from Willem and Dunk of their impending arrival. You know that it might take another, half a week or more for them to see you and inevitably arrive at the Ebon Lake, given the time dilation between the two planes. And Branwen, you left things on rather an awkward moment with Seraphel after she purged some nightmares from your mind.
I don't know it was awkward.
Sure, but she definitely does, and you can. You're conscious enough of like that was weird. Why was that weird?
That was weird. That's crazy.
And
Anyway.
yeah, anyway, definitely nothing to think about there. Anything that
It's fine.
either of you would like to be doing during this prep time, as it were.
Spiraling for sure.
Mm,
I think I probably need to introduce El Rey
okay.
because we haven't had that conversation yet.
What about you, Laserhawk?
I'm along for the ride.
You back up in case things get
Yeah.
weird.
All right, so we'll say that the night has passed in your area. You have a dreamless slumber for the first time in many weeks, thanks to Seraphel's efforts. And the next morning kind of comes and goes without any sign of her after your encounter the previous night.
Um, hmm. All right. I'm gonna go find Elray. See how he's doing.
You don't have to look very far. He is camped out in a tent not far from your keep.
In a tent?
Yeah.
I would have made him a nice little area in the keep.
He is choosing to stay outside.
God dang it. All
Hold on
right.
1 second.
I
My
go
AirPods
flap.
are finally connecting.
Yay!
Okay, you guys can hear me?
Yep.
I can hear you. Fantastic. Okay. Good morning,
Yeah,
Branwen.
I'll go. Oh, now I can't hear you.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, or you just said something and it
good morning, Branwen.
didn't pick up. Oh, hi. He's drinking coffee.
Yep.
How does he look?
He looks tired. Certainly more so than you've ever seen him. But you can tell that he is, at the very least, like attempting to keep himself together in front of you.
Oh man, that feels bad. All right. Uh,
Before you start, I should tell you something.
oh no.
I'm going. Oh, are you kidding me? They have low battery. I'm gonna.
What does that mean, Elray? Elray.
I have
Holy
low.
what?
I have low battery. I I am going. This is what happens when we don't play for like 3 weeks. I am going to return to the estate. Um, I believe that there are people there that I know I can be honest with you and tell you that I believe there are people there who share this affliction after after our extended period there. And if I can isolate them and keep them there, I can learn more about whatever is happening here.
um, I think you should talk to Seraphel though before you go.
He does a spit take. Beg your pardon? Is that who you've been going off to see?
I thought it was quite obvious. I'm not gonna lie.
I tried to give you your privacy. I understand that you're now dealing with Laserhawk and remnants of the Phoenix. I assumed that perhaps there was somebody that you didn't want to incriminate. I did not think that you were going off on this person that was hunting you this entire time. This is You've had a penchant for the irrational. This feels dangerous.
She has a way that to combat all of the nightmares.
And you're sure it's helping and not progressing the situation.
I mean, I was able to sleep last night.
That's one night in the context of 1,000.
But you know magic stuff. She knows some kind of magic stuff. Maybe you can figure something out.
You would have me work with her? This is a person that you've been
But
trying to get me to learn more about to figure out how we could theoretically defeat her.
things have changed a bit.
A bit.
Yeah.
You know I trust you. I would never. I'm not in the field with you. I cannot hope to understand everything that you have to go through. Do your friends know about this?
Oh no. I mean, Laserhawk does.
Yeah, I
He
know.
doesn't really count.
What?
I mean, he counts, but he hasn't been with you for the full ride. He owes you something. He's basically a yes man to you now. No offense.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
Nuh-uh.
feels a little bit reductive, but I'll, I'll let it slide.
I'm just. We need to be very careful here. If you think this is the best course of action, you would have me
What
meet
is
with her.
Nolan doing? I'm sorry.
I can't tell if he's listening to music or nodding
He's listening to
along.
some jams.
It's that I'm listening to music. Sorry if it's distracting.
No, it just kind of looks like you're really agreeing with everything Elray is saying. So, um,
Definitely not. I hate that guy.
Fucking Christ.
As you know, I will do whatever you need me to do, and I'm determined to help you see this through, see every angle. But I'm not sure if you're seeing every angle here. Uh, so quick into
I'm
bed
not sure
with.
that. No, not into bed. I don't think you guys are seeing any angle,
I
every
wasn't
angle here.
implying anything, unless there's something that should be implied.
No.
It was a turn of phrase.
Okay. Anyway, nobody has tried to actually talk to her except for me, and I feel like that has been a mistake on your part.
Uh,
You, as in the royal you.
uh, how did you even? Ah, so you come all this way. I thought you were here to track her, to understand where she might go. You placed her here. You
Oh yeah,
weren't
no, I've
certain
been
that you
doing
wanted
that.
her to be here, and now you've been fraternizing with her to understand her motives. What are her motives?
Oh, I mean, mostly just to kill gods, which is kind of,
Why not?
now that I know more, a bit understandable.
And why is that?
Should I just? I feel like this would be better coming from her.
You know I will follow you to the ends of anything. But I encourage you to learn from my mistakes. I've trusted the wrong people before, Branwen. And people I loved wound up dead. I will speak to her if that is what you would have me do.
Just one conversation. You can make up your own mind.
Fair enough. Okay,
I
so you want
guess
me to
I'll
you want me
guess.
to you want me to talk to myself?
Yeah, well, I'll be there.
Sure.
Or I can awkwardly step outside the room and you can decide how this goes.
Sure.
You can splash back to them and see and
Yeah,
think
I'm gonna
about
think
it.
about how I want to handle
Okay.
that. All right. Willem and Dunk, you return. You take your griffins and return. This time headed towards the palace. Actually, you head towards the Dawn Guard barracks because you know that if she is not currently in the palace itself, she would be at the Dawn Guard barracks. And after some inquiring around, given your status as both Lord of the Wild Hunt and the Green Knight, you are able to secure last minute, like, no invitation meetings with Talia. Though, however, her twin brother, Roland, is involved in the conversations. So Talia and Roland are kind of like their arms are crossed. It's very early, and they're staring at you, like waiting for you to tell them what's going on. You've risen us out of bed. Surely, I'm assuming from people of your stature that this is something of great import.
Yes. Dunk, you're muted.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, there's a massive wildfire on the outskirts of a town, and a bunch of people are coming through the fire towards the town, and I believe they were glimmering, i.e., wearing armor.
You saw this just now?
Just now,
Yeah, like,
like 3 or 4
10
minutes
minutes
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
Guys, Hylasera's got the best defenses around. You don't need. Shut up, Roland. Um, Talia takes control of the conversation. Get someone on Griffin back to go out and scout the scene. The sooner we know more, the sooner we can rally the protective defenses. Understand if it's just a wildfire and people are fleeing, they're refugees, and we should be opening the gates, or if there's someone that's attacking. All in all, get on Griffin back, survey the scene, and get us the information we need to know. We appreciate you coming as quickly as possible to let us know that we would have appreciated a bit more information if you were already in the sky. Still, your efforts are most respected. You'll forgive me if I'm off to go do more important things, like understand what in the actual fuck is going on.
That sounds great. Yeah, we got to
Yep.
get out of here too.
You're not staying?
Oh no.
No. Taking a trip to
A
the
trip.
material plane. Yeah.
We've got Wild Hunt and Green Knight business to attend to.
World saving stuff.
Fair enough. Wait right here. And she will head into the barracks where she originally came from. And in the distance, you hear a deafening boom echo through the city. And the ground, like around you, like starts to kind of tremble around your feet. And some of the windows of the barracks shatter as they do so. And she comes running back out, sword drawn, and like two rocks in hand, and she pushes them basically into your chest, Willem. And she goes, "If you're so intent to leave, I do so now. This will keep in touch." And she takes the other
Uh,
one and whistles
Did
into her
you find
fingers.
out what's going on in the last 30 seconds? Because
I
that
heard
sounded really bad.
the explosion. Yes,
I mean, if you need help, like, we can help.
sounds like you have more important things to do. And as she kind of whistled, a griffin like kind of boom, swoops in, and she immediately like gets on it, and she looks down at Roland. She goes, "Go! What are you waiting for?" Like, "Oh, okay, sorry. And he will run off towards the lower section of the barracks.
Well, she'll call if she needs us.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't feel great walking away from this, but yeah, we do have a dead and unconscious friend, so yeah.
They're very capable. I think they can handle their stuff. We need to handle our stuff.
Sure. Yeah, but what if this is like the Earl King and he's coming to, like, eat their souls or whatever? That's a metaphor, probably.
Well, if Serafel destroys like everything, that's not going to matter anymore.
Yeah, no, this is valid.
All right.
Yeah, I guess let's get going, and we should probably tell Branwen about this at a time when it seems like the stress will not 100% kill her.
I don't think that time really exists, so we'll just fill her in.
Yeah. Okay. Exactly.
All right.
And we'll hop on our steeds.
Okay. You two, go ahead, Will. Did you want to say something?
I was just gonna say, like, as we're heading out, like, what the fuck is happening?
Make an investigation check as you flee the city.
I got a 1.
Oh, I got a 16.
Dunk, you are able to see as you kind of kick off from the city that the fire has now spread to the east gate of the city, and the figures that Willem identified in the distance are more organized kind of phalanxes of soldiers of sorts, so you cannot discern who or what they are from, and that they are approaching the city at some degree of speed.
Yep, definitely some kind of a force, some kind of army.
Probably the Earl King. That seems bad.
But you all leave the city of Hylasera behind, the fire
Sure
burning
do.
in the distance, and make your
Time moves
way
slower.
toward the Ebon Lake. It is the early hours of dawn, and so it will take you the better part of the day to get there. Um, Anything you'd like to discuss or talk about as you make your way there?
So that felt
I mean,
bad.
I know, but time moves slower on the material plane, so hopefully we will be able to come back
Doesn't
before.
time move faster on the material plane?
No, so I think everybody's getting old while we're here.
Yeah. Which would mean time moves faster there.
Well, yes,
No,
but
well, I meant time here will be slower than there.
Yes.
So
So time moves faster on the material plane.
yes,
Exactly.
but my point still is that
Yeah, yeah,
less
yeah, yeah.
stuff will happen over here
Sure, sure,
than
sure,
over
sure,
there.
sure. Yeah.
Um,
100% bestie.
so Exactly.
The fuck. Also, I know it's like, well, we gotta do it to get to the material plane, but that fucking lake creeps me out.
It does. Wait, can
I don't think she can hear us.
the only person that we've seen cross it that isn't Branwen was dead? Are we gonna be able to even
I
do
don't think
this?
he
What?
wasn't dead. He was just old, which
Do
is
you
basically
guys want? Do you guys
fine.
play in this campaign? Like, what are you talking
I thought he was
about?
I thought he was a ghost. Oh wait,
He's not a
no, he was
ghost.
not. He was not. He
No,
was. I
not a
remember now.
specter, not a phantasm,
I remember now. He was just old.
just old, which is like dead, but you know.
Okay.
I call they're old or they're pre-dead, as I call them.
The pre-deceased, yes.
Wow. All right. I'm going to say
Listen,
that I
Dunk, it's
Never mind.
been a
It's been a
long
while.
few days.
will not role play this two characters having a conversation. However, Elray does approach you after the fact of the conversation, Branwen. And
He's
suffice
cool
suffice to
now.
say, he's not necessarily cool. He is still very hesitant, and he goes, "As I said, I trust that you are making the right decision for the circumstances that you have at hand. But remember the wrongdoings of this individual. How many wrongs must be done to justify the means? And what is the glamour or pleasure of the end? What is a world without the deities that we know? I do not consider myself a religious man. I do not know many who are. Her point is well taken. The temples have long been empty. We are all set to wonder what actually happens when we die. The list of miracles grows shorter every year. But is that to claim that we are different because we live in this place? Because we live in a place of a tree, a magical tree, that we are meant to believe it truly exists?
It does.
And Branwen, I must put it quite plainly. What have you thought of your companion? As you've shared in the past, she lived under her thumb for the better part of her youth.
The
I
way
can't
I see
imagine
it
you
is
didn't
that
think of her in this.
no, I have. It's just that because of us, this God guy is probably going to come for all of us, and I would rather have Cena hate me than for her to be dead. I know she's not gonna. I know she's gonna hate me for this. But I can't see any other way.
The hardest choices require the strongest wills. This is no small feat that you do on your own. And the hardest choices are the ones that impact those closest to us. If this is a choice you're willing to make, then I support you.
You don't have to.
I always will. But I'm going to tell you when you're wrong. This is a difficult decision, and I will not be there to tell you I told you so. Be careful. She is, by all definitions, dangerous. And you cannot beat her alone, even as a group.
Um, I would have also asked Seraphil to do the brain thingy on Elray.
Okay.
Just doesn't show good faith.
She can only do it once per day.
Yeah, I know.
So you are actively choosing not to receive this.
Yes.
Okay. Understood. Is there anything Laserhawk or Branwen that you would like to do in the couple of days that is going to take Willem and Dunk to arrive for you?
Branwen, what does killing gods entail? Do they
I don't
die
know.
like regulars do?
I am trying to figure that out. And I think I do probably try over like the next week or so, try to get Seraphil to at least explain to me how to kill a god.
Um, on one particular afternoon, kind of starting, we'll say that the rest of the days kind of go by without incident. That you do have a fair number of dreams, and you have accumulated a level of exhaustion given this. Laserhawk, you are still early on enough in your particular affliction that this does not impact you in such a way. However, as you make your way through the week, inevitably, like kind of Cerevel comes and goes. She does not spend all of her time around you, and you find that most of your conversations end with her asking you to tell her where it is, meaning the Tomb of Alori that she has been questioning you on multiple occasions. Um, Go ahead.
I remind her that we have an agreement
That you're not going to share it until when exactly?
until she helps Randy and Cena.
Okay. Each time, however, she continues to ask. I'll say like on one particular day during her return, she like kind of sits very far away from you on the edge of a clearing, and is like hand in head or head in hand, kind of like looking at you. Because you can't just ask me how you kill a god. You can't.
How do I become able to?
Be created by one.
Well, shit.
And the amount of training that you would need to accomplish this feat would be the greatest for any human man, like mortal being, to ever achieve in their entire lives. So the answer is you don't.
Can you give me literally any pointers?
At this point, she kind of like whips like her massive sword off of her back and like starts to inspect it. And she goes, "Each of us bore weapons that certainly had an effect against the immortal, the undying, the all-powerful, omniscient. But even in their state, our pretender gods are nowhere near the status of those that came before them. It is reasonable to believe that with enough training and the right materials, a mortal could play a hand. To put it in the context of something that you might understand, as I told you, we were completely incapable of killing Goy. So, any power we possessed was completely incapable of defeating him. His essence was infinite. His form was an extension of the void itself. So we needed to imprison him then beyond the reality, the fabric of reality. Far realms, as we call them. It's just like your mind can't comprehend the technology that we had then. Things have been, for all of your advancements as a society, your people have not exactly made leaps and bounds in technology that we had back then. Are you familiar with the
So,
concept of spell jamming?
no?
Terrific. So that's another thing that I'm going to have to explain to you. Effectively, we were able to move vessels with the power of our wills, the mind. Great sailing vessels. I've seen the puny ones that you all sail on that pond that you have out there. As she kind of gestures towards the direction of Trowood. Just things like that used to fly in the sky. They used to fly across the astral sea. Effectively, what we had to do was lure Goy to a particular location. We let an entire society grow, breed, become omniscient, and understand that they were being raised like lambs for slaughter so that we could attract his attention. Goy loved a new world to possess. Very difficult for him to resist the aura that they put out into the universe. We then built an arcane lattice that we strung between two spell-jamming vessels, and we draped it over him, while the rest of us distracted him with our much more superior abilities. And then, Zephyron built some engine. He always had clever names for things, though I don't quite remember how it functioned or what it actually did. It opened a rift in time and space. The lattice carried a weakened Goy out through it, and the rest of us, while we distracted him, Laurie completed the ritual by weaving her own brand of magic alongside Eldros to seal the lattice, close the rift, and seal Eli far, far, far away. All that remained were the nightmares that he plagued people with. So anyone that had remnants of him was obviously a threat to society as we know it. So we ended up killing off most of them. Had it not been for the people that you discovered beneath the earth of whatever city you said it was, it's very likely that he never would have returned to begin with. So we have them to thank for this, and now we have you to thank for spreading it back again. As I said, the fastest way to handle this is to accept death.
No.
The fastest way to kill a god is to get me there. So I ask you again, where is the tomb of Alari?
We have an agreement.
Yes, and where are your delightful friends?
They'll probably get here like tomorrow.
Terrific. And I'm sure you've spent an unruly amount of time explaining to them why I'm here in the first place.
Nope.
Oh my god, you haven't. You haven't spent any time explaining it.
They're
And
in a different plane of existence. I
just
get
what
30
exactly
words at a
do
time.
you think that your little girlfriend is going to think when she sees me? How are you going to explain that one? Are you prepared for that conversation? Are you prepared for everything that you know and love to fall apart in front of your eyes?
I mean, I've already done that before, so
So you're content with this?
no.
Perhaps you're not as in love as you thought you were.
What the hell
Love-
does that mean?
It means that love has a way of poisoning the mind, making you think that perhaps things that are real, that you wish were really only things that you wish were real.
Can you not accept that maybe I love her enough that I don't want her to have the same fate as I'm going to have?
People talk that way and they don't mean it. It's just excuses they make to make themselves go to sleep at night.
Well, I'm already not sleeping at night, so I don't really need any excuses.
So you're trying to save her from a more imminent death because of the fact that you live forever in a world that's going to be torn apart by a void, empty, endless hunger.
Well, we're gonna kill that thing, so
We couldn't kill it the first time around, and I had 7 of me.
okay, kill it, trap it, stop it, cure it.
Cure it. So what you're saying is you haven't given any thought to this conversation you're about to have.
I've given a lot of thought to it, and all I know is that it's gonna go horribly.
I have to admit, I've never met anyone so accepting of their own fate than you before. I've met a lot of people who wallow in self-pity, but you certainly put the crown on it.
Thanks.
Do you really have to do that?
Look, I don't want to die, and I don't want all of my friends to die of a scary brain parasite. So I think yes.
Hold
Careful, your hearing aids. They lost
I
battery.
keep switching back and forth between the ones that are charging, but now I'm kind of realizing that maybe this isn't being charged.
Serapho has magic hearing aids confirmed. And they're not very good.
They're not. I'll let that go for a little bit. What's your plan for this?
I was hoping that maybe you could just be honest to them.
What's honest?
Tell them what you're actually trying to do. They think, as I thought, that you're trying to destroy this whole plane of existence for some crazy vengeance scheme, which is still partially true, but not entirely true.
And do you think each of them understands that?
No.
Well, I suppose I don't have too many people to convince. One of them's dead, the other one's unconscious. One of them will do what the other one says, and that one is living a life of hypocrisy. So I guess we'll just get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, yeah.
She gets up to leave and starts to walk towards the edge of the clearing. About the other night. I don't know what you thought, but it wasn't what you think you thought.
Okay.
Have any of your friends told you that you're one of the most confusing people that I've ever met?
Usually just annoying, yeah.
That part is certainly true. Listen. All I'm saying is I'll be there
Okay.
to make an insight check.
Where are my dice? I'll use the big one with the skulls in it, because this is gonna go great. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, that's a 9.
Yeah, you don't really notice anything out of the,
Branwen cannot read Seraphel whatsoever.
you don't notice anything out of the ordinary, but you can see that she's definitely like struggling for words. Because I'll be there. I'll be there when
Please don't kill them.
I won't kill them, but I will be there when the pieces of your life fall apart. I will be more than happy to help you put them back together again.
That's very generous of you.
Thank you. And she takes
Just
off.
try not to kill them. Bye.
Right. That night, as you lay your weary head to rest, assuming that this is, or do you take Seraphile's treatment tonight, or do you not?
Can I give it to Laserhawk?
Okay. So you do not take the treatment. Laserhawk does not have any bad dreams. However, as
Make it
you kind of
snoozle.
find yourself in one of your typical nightmares that you have become a bit accustomed to at this point, um, you are kind of like racing through a labyrinth of pure white reflective surfaces. If you remember the movies that they played on the TVs, like the science movies that they played when they rolled in the TV,
Oh
yeah,
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 it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And you're running through one of those, and you kind of see flashes of your memories on the
Everything's so
walls.
poorly animated.
Everything's really poorly animated, and you see memories of your kind of your life to date on these walls of the labyrinth as you kind of make your way through them, and you hear kind of whispers in the back of your mind, and the hair on the back of your neck stands on end as you move through, and you're just trying to make your way through the maze. Like at this point, you've been through enough of these that you can start to tell the difference between reality and not reality. Um, and for a moment, you're walking past one of the walls and you see a view of the Ebon Lake as a pair of your companions touch down on an unfamiliar and familiar griffin, which will bring us back to Willem and Dunk, who, as the sun has set beyond the Shimmer Peak Mountains, all day you've been flying, you've been able to see the flames and the smoke in the distance behind you that you have now left behind. And as you touch down on the shores of the Ebon Lake, its very peculiar waters stand before you.
Can you swim?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure before we did this, in case we get in and it's just like regular water.
I'm gonna go to the edge of the lake and knock on it like it's a door, and be like, "Branwen, are you there?"
As you knock on the water, you find like soft ripples kind of rolling out from the shore. Branwen, as you're sleeping, you hear your companion's voice echo through the labyrinth. Branwen, are you there? And it kind of like echoes through, and you hear like a faint splashing. And as you look out at the reflection of the water that is present in your mind, you can see like the familiar horned face of your companion kind of staring through it. And you're trying to blink yourself awake at this particular juncture. You find it difficult.
Yeah. I would like to wake up, please.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, man. That's so bad. That's a 2.
Unfortunately, you are unable, and you start kind of running through the labyrinth in an attempt to depart and leave it behind. Hold on. Notes.
He expected me to pass.
Did kind of.
You should have known better.
As you walk through the labyrinth, you start to see a handful of doors, though. So the imagery that you're seeing on the walls of the labyrinth start to fade away, and you start to see more and more doors appearing. This is a new experience for you. You have not seen the doors in the past. They are all of varying quality and build. They feel familiar enough. They feel like doors you've seen in the past, but you can't quite link them to their locations. But they're all different enough that you expect they're from different parts of your life.
Oh man. Do I have any of my gear on me?
Yeah, you're fully armored, rapier in hand. Like you are, as for all intents and purposes, as you would be during a normal adventuring day.
Before I try to go on a little life journey in a dream, I'm gonna take out my sword and then try to use the age-old method of just stabbing myself in the foot to see if the pain will wake me up.
Make a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Hey, that's crazy, bestie.
Those are both 9s, so 9.
It is not enough to wake you. However, you have to roll a damage roll against yourself.
Damn it. 6 damage.
Okay. Laserhawk. Are you sleeping in the tower?
N-
He has his
I
own
think-
cabin.
That's right. You
Or
have your
do
own
I have-
cabin, so you are not in the
Yes.
tavern. All right. So yeah, you stab yourself in the foot, Branwen, and you do not feel anything of note. Willem, no one responds to your call at the lake.
Well,
I guess we gotta just do it, huh?
what is it exactly?
Hey, get in the lake, I guess. I don't know.
Is that how it works?
Um,
You can go
I don't
first.
know. Should we leave our griffins here?
I don't know. I mean, they need to be fed regularly.
Oh yeah, good point. I will do my best to see if I can get Orion to go into the water.
You're bringing Orion with you into the water.
I
Yeah.
mean, you broke his will, so you could probably get him to do
Yeah, you
whatever
can make
you
an animal
want.
handling check with advantage.
That poor Griffin.
17.
Okay, yes, you are able. He is resistant at first, but you are able to walk Orion into the water. And are you leaving Randy's body on it? Him?
Yes.
Okay. and you walk into the water. And as you do so, you kind of get until you're about like knee deep in the water. Randy is not yet touching the water. And Branwen, as you kind of make your way through the labyrinth, you begin to sense Dunk's presence. And as you're kind of racing down the walls, kind of passing by the doors, for a moment you are running. You kind of look down and you hear like faint splashing as you are running on the water surface. And you kind of look over your shoulder and you see Dunk's like kind of slightly less opaque form standing on the banks of the Ebon Lake in the Fey realm. And as you kind of like turn around to go back towards him, you kind of turn and you're back in the labyrinth, like you're trapped in this particular dream.
God damn it. All right, I'll go try to find one of those doors.
Okay. There are a number of doors that flank the hallway. Are you looking for one in particular, or are you just opening at random?
What are the doors again?
There's a lot of different doors. Make an investigation check.
19. Wish I could have rolled that for wisdom.
Okay. You are able to see 3 doors that are within relative like ease of reaching. Like you could jump there and get to the particular door. One of graying, cracked wood that seems to be like kind of slanted at an angle. It looks worn, battered. It doesn't look like it leads to a great place. One of elegant mahogany and refinement, with 4 like kind of like intricate little designs etched into the door itself that feel incredibly familiar. And another that feels like more like a standard tavern door, not incredibly remarkable by any stretch, but just more like a standard door.
I'll go through the normal door. That
The
seems safe.
the completely random, like not worrisome door.
Yeah,
Okay.
normal door.
You open the normal door. Ooh, fun. Okay, hold on.
Oh no! Spooky Ladrin Hell Dream. That one's for you, musical theater kiddos. I saw that with my grandma.
Did she have fun?
She really loved Pasadiga Ibawai. She liked that song. She was laughing. And I was like, oh, this is not something I should be seeing with my mother and my grandmother.
I saw that with my coworkers, including my boss. Really weird environment. But
Yeah,
still,
grandma was laughing though.
yeah, it's still very fun. Okay, you walk through the normal door and make a history check with advantage.
That's good, that's good. That is I have a +3 on history. Holy shit. 18.
All right. Yes, you walk into what is a rather lively tavern, located, and you kind of immediately link it to the tavern What Ails You in Trowood. It's a tavern that you frequented a decent number of times before you headed out of the city on your numerous adventures with your companions. It's where you kind of go with Elray if you wanted to have a conversation away from some of the nicer, well-to-do members of Trowood society. And it's also the first bar that you ever went to after meeting your companions Willem, Randy, and Dunk. And as you're kind of sitting there, you walk in, you're greeted by the very warm smell of roasting meat and boisterous laughter, and you see Randy, Willem, Dunk seated at the far side of the bar near the communal stew bowl. And yeah, they're all just kind of sitting there chatting.
I am gonna run up to Randy and try to hug him.
He very like excitedly like receives the hug, but at this point, like then he kind of looks over and sees that it's you, and he goes, hey Branwen, this is kind of weird," and pulls away just a little bit. And you look around the group of people, and you can see that Dunk's being kind of standoffish. Willem still has his hood up, and he's kind of like looking around the room really anxiously. Um, this feels like a memory of sorts, almost very early on in your collective relationship.
Randy, I'm dreaming and you need to wake me up.
Randy, you can reply as Randy.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
we're all kind of dreaming in a way, you know.
Okay, how would you wake somebody up from actual dreaming, though.
If I was in a dream and I really wanted to wake up, I would simply like think really hard about not being here anymore.
Okay,
Or
sure, I'll try that.
I could uh and then all of a sudden I'm gonna like just scream in her face, "Wake up! Wake up, Branwen!" Try to scare her away.
Branwen, you can make a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Can I give myself bardic inspiration?
Sure.
Oh, okay. I might do it. I might do it. That's a 21.
Yes, as you're kind of standing there and you like Randy is screaming at you, like you can like he's like screaming, "Wake up, Branwen, wake up!" And he's doing it in such a way where like the noise starts to echo and droop, and then you can start to see the familiar black ooze dripping out of his mouth. And the "Wake up, Branwen!" and it starts to drip, and his skin starts to slough away from the bone, and inevitably you're kind of shaken awake, and you can see at the foot of your bedroll, or rather, not a bedroll anymore. You're on your nice four-poster bed that you've reconstructed in the top of your tower. A pool of blood has started to accumulate at the foot of your bed where you stabbed yourself in the foot, and you can actually see that your blade is clutched in your hand. And like you're only given a moment to kind of like take in your surroundings until finally like you're on the surface of the Ebon Lake in a spectral form, and Dunk, you can see your very familiar companion Branwen standing there, very ethereal and able to see through on the other side. And she is not wearing her traditional clothes. She wears very flowing robes, almost like that of a like what Anne Hathaway might wear in A Princess Diaries. And
Wait.
and it's really cool.
Why that?
And the gloves and everything. And yeah. So, Brevin, you are seeing your companion Dunk, but you're also seeing his history, a history of crime, a history of robbery. Though it is
It's
his
so
home
cool.
plane, you are witnessing some pretty heinous acts that kind of start to flash before your eyes as you witness them holding up carriages, robbing poor farmers, just a lot of not great things. And though Dunk doesn't always look happy to be there, he is partaking. He is absolutely the muscle of the group. And as these memories flash before your eyes, you know that the time of judgment is coming, and whether or not you will let him and this creature that he walks with into the material plane.
Uh, can I go give him a hug too?
Not in this form, you cannot.
Um, hey, Dunk, Dunk. Okay. Um, you good? Are you? Do you want to come over?
Yes, please.
Okay. Um, yeah. Can I bring him over?
Yes, you think in your mind the acceptance of Dunk, and Willem, you witness as Orion and Dunk get pulled into the dark waters of the Ebon Lake and vanish from your view as Randy's wrapped, lifeless heap splashes in the water. And Branwen, you are struck by the many memories of your companion and then utter darkness that seemed to end. And as you're standing there watching almost in slow motion as the wrapped body hits the dark waters, the memories of his life flash before your eyes. You see innumerable warm, tender moments with a woman that you love that seem to have slipped away and no longer exist. And as they continue to fly by, you see the eyes of your companions reflected in his own. An era of hubris, an era of time spent thinking that they know more than the rest of everyone. You feel the confidence of someone who has been blessed. You feel an uncertainty of someone who has been blessed, someone who does not know if they are deserving of the gift that's been given to them. And finally, you see the confidence of someone who's ready to re embrace the person they always knew they were, just before they are sent hurtling back towards the earth and utter darkness.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out and grab that corpse.
You don't have to touch anything. You just
Cool.
will it so, and the corpse passes through the water as well. And Willem, you are left alone with Amber and Cena's body.
Athena.
God damn it. Spooky fucking life. I'll walk in and I'm dragging Cena with me, and I'm like,
Right?
come on, Amber.
Make an animal handling check.
4.
Amber does not follow you.
Uh, shit. Fuck. Do I have a meat bag left?
You do not. You gave it all to her last time, if you remember.
Oh, God. I'm just gonna go, please come with me.
Please, Rodney.
You can make an animal handling check at disadvantage.
Don't,
Please,
Rodney. I forgot to say please, Rodney. I'll
13.
never do it again.
After some trepidation, Amber starts to test the waters. And Branwen, you see again through the eyes of your companion Willem, a number of unfortunate, dark memories. You watch in the witness of his eyes, and you can see tears welling up, starting to blur your vision of a burning house and the shrieks of a woman inside. Years on the streets trying to find not only the next meal, their next bed, but themselves. Understand who they are as an individual. And you see them grow into an individual who wields an enormous amount of power and uses it not only for their own vengeance, but to better the lives of others, so much as they know they can. You see difficult choices, confrontations with friends that they would die for. And you see at the moment something of a lost soul, still wondering what their purpose is. And you also sense a great deal of uncertainty about this Fae bullshit.
Can I bring him over but make it really fable shitty?
How would you like to bring them over?
Oh gosh. Shit, I wasn't expecting to yes that. Um it's just really glowy and everything.
Willem, as you're standing there in the water, kind of like waiting, and you see Branwen literally going like this in her spectral form, all of a sudden, like tendrils of glowing water start to wrap around your body. One of them wraps around the other side and goes, and you like kind of look because you think someone's there on your other side, and the water like quickly dances over to the other side, tap tap, and inevitably it just like kind of wraps around your throat and pulls you head first into the water, and you pop out on the material plane. It is.
Chris, can I
Go ahead.
take a mouthful of water?
Sure. And as you make your way over, Branwen, one last figure stands in the water now. Cena's body.
Dance in the water?
Cena is still in the water, kind of floating
Standing?
there, floating.
Oh.
Standing in
And
the way a comatose person would.
precisely, the water kind of lapping around,
Overridden body.
pushing one side of her hair up onto the shore. And you're struck by many memories that even you were not let into. Stories that you were not told. People she killed, people she tortured. And you're struck just how much she had to go through, but willingly did by her hand. You see innocent people killed, stores robbed, books that she read, things that she wrote, some things that put a smile on your face, and many others that do not. You also see times that she tried to escape it all. through more ways than one. And at the moment, though she is still there and you can feel her presence, she does not greet you. Nothing does.
Yeah, I'm gonna just like try to hold her and then bring her over to the other side.
Right. And so each of you, and given that you have now, though you were standing in your bed at one point, or laying in your bed when this all began, you now find yourself standing in the lake, on the material plane, clutching Cena's form, while your companion's Willem chokes out a great deal of water that he took on, and Dunk.
Oh, I intended to spit that in Branwen's face.
You're far enough away from her that it would be hard to do. And it is a very strange sensation, Willem and Dunk, for the two of you to appear on the other side of this. And Randy's form kind of takes the float up and the current up towards the shore. And we are going to take a very quick break.
Ah!
Not unless everybody gets real cool about a couple things. Okay, can everyone still hear me? Alrighty. And we're back. All right. All of you now stand on the shores of a lake in the material plane. It is the convergence of two rivers that Willem, you're very quickly able to ascertain is a convergence of rivers outside Mercier and Conway's Ferry. So you find yourself on the western part of the continent of Yusan. You see Branwen standing in the lake in her traditional attire, holding the still comatose body, riddled with comas,
Riddled with
body of
coma.
Cena. Randy upon the lake shore, and the sun cresting over the distant mountains.
I'm gonna try to talk to Cena telepathically and tell her to wake up.
She does not.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna make our way to the shore.
Very comatose.
Everyone's all
I can
together
see that.
again. I will
Okay.
say, Laserhawk, this is your kind of normal rising hour anyway, and you can hear some of the commotion outside.
Okay, I come out. And I say,
With Buster? With Buster?
yeah, with Buster. Buster's with me. And I go, well, well, well. You're not a hag, boy. It's good to see.
What the fuck are you doing here?
I live here.
Are we? We're cool, right?
Yeah, we're cool.
Nice.
Yeah, we're cool.
It's been a while.
And how's this good boy doing? And I'm gonna kind of do a little juju at Buster.
Yeah, Buster's been doing good.
Okay. Where's Randy?
Point to a bloody wet sheet.
Oh yeah, he's
Get him out of the water. Jesus Christ.
We just got here.
Okay.
He's not getting any deader.
Okay. Okay, I might have a way to help him. But you guys gotta get real cool about stuff.
I would like you to elaborate on that.
I don't know if you want me to.
Oh, I want you.
we very much want you to, please.
I can call a really powerful magical being here.
Do you
That
say
would be
that?
really helpful.
Elray
And I
walks out of the tower and
feel-
says, "Oh, good morning, everyone."
Oh, Elray, you're
Yes!
here? What? When did you
Wait,
get here?
Elway can help us?
I think that was a joke. I don't know if he's actually here.
I'm here. I'm definitely here.
Oh, you are? Nice.
I
Hi,
hear
Elray.
everyone talking about things, so I figured it's good to see you all again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So,
I
Branwen,
mean-
you said incredibly powerful magical being, and I think one of two things, and that's either Poppy or Seraphel.
I mean, we could try
Well,
Poppy.
obviously not Seraphil. So, yeah, I mean, even like hanging out with Poppy.
Oh, you
Yeah.
haven't told him anything.
It's kind of hard to over Ascending Stone.
I mean, I don't know. We told you that Randy was dead and seen as unconscious over Ascending Stone.
It's more of a face-to-face conversation that would need to happen.
Well, we're here.
Can we at least bring them inside first and then have this conversation inside rather than on the shore?
Yes, Elray is
like-
tending to Cena and lifts her up and carries her over towards the tower.
Elray is that
Laserhawk
strong?
will-
I mean, he's an elf.
Laserhawk
She's
will-
a diminutive human.
Laserhawk will pick up or drag Randy's body, I guess. Since it's
Okay,
very
I
large.
go to grab Randy's
I'll
feet
grab
at
his-
least.
Yeah.
As you're doing
We're not
this,
gonna
you note that
drag.
Amber and Maple are really excited to see each other and are nuzzling.
Aw.
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
Oh, Maple.
As you're also heading into the
what's
tower,
Orion doing? Wait, just
Orion's
out of curiosity, what's Orion?
lingering on the far side of the camp. He's very confused as to what he's in a completely new plane of existence.
Oh,
And Willem and
buddy.
Dunk, as you're heading into the tower, you hear a and you look over and you see Gunthorium hanging
Yeah.
out by the tower.
Wow. That is somebody I was not expecting to see again.
Yeah, it's been an interesting couple of months at this
2
point.
months. 2 months.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's get inside. So yeah.
All right, let's get the elephant out of the way. All right. Yes,
Hylasera is under
here.
attack.
yes, I tried to sell Branwen to some people, but
Twice.
she's very cool with it. Well, the second time was your idea. Anyway,
You didn't
yes,
help
it
them.
happened. Yes, I'm still here, and so I'm hanging out with you guys now. I'm in your crew.
And
Cool.
also, I've been talking to Sarah a lot, and she might be able to help us.
Not cool. Wait, like the same, not the same Seraphil. different, Serafel?
That was really funny.
Branwen, she killed Randy.
No, she didn't.
Well, how else is he going to fall out of the sky totally fucking mangled?
What?
Oh, have you
She
seen him
didn't.
yet?
She didn't kill Randy. She's been here the whole time. She can't get over to the
Are
other
you
side.
sure?
Yes, I'm actually quite sure.
Well, then it must have been one of her little fucking minions.
I thought you guys said that it definitely wasn't her. And trust me, she does not have any minions.
Okay. Well, he didn't just get like that out of nowhere, and she's the most likely candidate, unless it was
I
that.
don't think she's the most likely candidate at all.
Who else would want him dead? I mean, unless he really pissed off that Valerian guy.
I mean, we have no idea what happened with Valerian.
Wait. Pause. I swear to God that they had a decent idea that Adara was the one that killed
No,
Randy.
we had that conversation
really.
out of character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually impressed.
I
Willem
don't
actually
remember.
out loud
Yeah.
proposed everybody but Adara would have killed
Yeah,
Randy.
it's very true.
I'm
I
remembering
thought it
this
might have
so
been.
differently.
Dunk thought it might
Dunk
have
thought it
happened,
might
but
have
he
been
was
Adara.
like,
Okay, yeah, because that's what I'm pretty sure that Dunk voiced that, and that's what Branwen was Branwen.
It was theorized.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, it wasn't her. I can pretty much account for her whereabouts pretty much every single day of the last 2 months.
So
That's
how
two
did this
instances pretty
happen?
much.
Why are you talking to her?
That's literally what I was here to do.
Yeah, you were here to annoy the shit out of her.
Yeah, and I did that.
Okay.
And I think you guys should hear her out at least.
In Branwen's defense, Serafel could have killed us at any point and just decided, I guess, not to. Well, she could have killed Branwen, probably not me.
I mean, she did also try to kill Branwen until Randy banished her to this plane of existence. So, like, yeah, but yeah, it's weird that she didn't try to now. But don't you have that whole thing about thinking you're immortal?
Okay. That's not relevant here.
I'm
What's
going to
relevant is
take
that
her upstairs if anyone has no complaints.
No, you can leave her here.
what? No, you can
We can trust El Rey.
yeah, bring her. There's a bed upstairs. We can bring her up there.
Hey, Dunk, can we take an aside for a second?
Sure, bud.
Dunk,
Are you having a
Dude.
sidebar without me?
Dunk, he works with Draken Voss. You found that out when we were in the Rhymebound estate.
I mean, he
I
knows
do
him.
not want him alone with her. He already locked one girl in an orb.
Fair point.
Is everything all right here? I just want to
No.
continue potential treatment upstairs.
Yes, you can. Yeah, you can bring her on the bed upstairs.
I'd really rather he didn't.
No,
yeah,
he's going
this-
to. This is my house.
Perhaps I will wait outside.
yes.
That would be best.
He bows and goes to pick up Cena and take her outside.
No, Willem, let him go. He's not going to do anything. That's El Rey.
If he's not going to do anything, why are you letting him take her?
I
What?
was just hoping to potentially see if I could do anything to ease her along, but if you would rather her stay here, I understand you all have a lot to talk about. And probably
would be my
that's why
preference.
tensions are high and people think with their hearts instead of their minds. He nods and leaves the tower.
All right,
Okay.
so
Go on, Dunk.
the reason why we were so I'm just gonna throw this out there, Willem. The reason why we were so worried about him taking Cena is because he works with Dragon Boss, or at least has in the past.
He also worked with one of the Rhinebounds.
Yeah.
This is
Yes,
Yeah, he told me all about it. He was an adventuring crew with them, like us.
but with
I
Dragon
think he
Boss,
locked that girl in that orb, Branwen.
What?
I don't know. I don't know El
think-
Rey that well, but he does not seem to be the trapping girls and orbs type.
He hasn't been in contact with Draken Voss in a very long time.
Who knows how long that girl has been in an orb for?
Okay, that's not relevant right now.
Sure. We'll get to it.
Okay. What is relevant is that we kind of unleashed a kind of a plague upon this realm of existence, and we need to stop it. And Seraphil might be able to help with that.
What?
well, what's the plague?
Have you not been having nightmares?
I mean, yeah.
But
No.
not as many because they don't sleep as much.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So
El
basically
Rey
that
shouts that
thing...
from outside.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think Bran remembers that as well. Remember that thing that we found in that spooky hell pit that basically drove half of us insane?
Okay.
Yep.
Basically that thing is this god called Guy. No, it's a god of nothing and darkness and the void, and basically because all of the gods kind of got killed by a bunch of betrayer gods, this thing is kind of it became a bit of a problem, and then it wasn't a problem, but then it became a problem again because we woke it up. And we need to kill it.
Okay. Where is it?
In the astral plane where I'm pretty sure Randy banished it to.
Is it weak to guns?
It might be.
Oh yeah, Willem and Dunk, you notice that Randy has a giant gun on it. Oh, sorry,
No,
Laserhawk has a
Laserhawk.
giant gun on his hip.
What the fuck is a gun?
It looks like a very metallic-y crossbow.
He named it after Gunthorium.
No, I named it after my dead wife.
Your dead wife's name was Desert Eagle.
Yeah, its name is Desert Eagle, even though that's not the kind of gun it is.
Not
Yeah,
that
but
you
you
would
named
know
the
what that
concept of
is.
it after the horse, but the weapon's name is Desert Eagle.
Oh,
The
gun
weapon-
thorium.
Oh.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Ah.
That really made me spit out.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
the,
thought you
the
were
style of
suggesting your
weapon
wife's
is called
name
a
was
gun
Gun.
after
I thought you were saying name my gun after my horse.
and not your dead wife.
There's a never.
My wife's
Doesn't
name
matter.
is Desert Eagle.
It's true. It's always good when we get a little Chris giggle. Little Chris giggle. So yeah, that's what's happening. Questions?
So, how is Seraphil helping you?
She can kill gods.
Isn't that what we're trying to avoid?
Well, we need to kill this god.
Yeah.
And also, the gods, as you know them, suck.
That seemed to be the case, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, basically everything that Ted told us is kind of a lie.
Figures.
Okay.
The gods that we have weren't the good ones. They were the betrayers.
Okay.
And that's why Seraphel's really mad.
So she's really mad because the gods we have now betrayed the good gods when they had a big fight, and the bad gods won and locked her up in the Shadowfell.
The bad gods, made her do a bunch of really messed up things, which
Like in
cool motive, still murder, but that's why she's really violent and angry.
Did she? Has she been in your head the way that she was in Cena's?
No. I don't think she would want to do that.
Most people probably wouldn't.
Except for this, big scary god of the void who won't let me sleep.
So is that the plague? Just nobody can sleep.
Make an
Not that that's
investigation
not
check, Willem and Dunk.
5.
17.
Dunk, as you look around the tower, like Branwen is talking, you look at Willem and he's just like hand to head, like frustrated, listening to whatever Branwen is saying. You're more like kind of taking in the sights of the tower, and you're keen to recognize like all the many improvements that have been made. Like it looks like a great episode of HGTV blew through here, but then
We keep a lot
things.
of the original work, though. We don't whitewash
Yeah,
everything.
there's no
Oh, yeah.
shiplap or anything like that. It looks really good. And you are like kind of scanning the walls, and you see a lot of very odd symbols etched into the wall, almost as though they were kind of scratched in. And as you kind of scan the room and Branwen keeps talking, you also like look over at Laserhawk, and his lips are moving, but no sound is coming out.
Guys, are you there?
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
talking to you, Dunk.
Okay.
Buddy, are you okay?
What's all this?
What's
Uh,
what?
Yeah, Brandon, you like look around the walls and you see everything he's pointing to, but it doesn't seem out of the ordinary to you.
These the runes, the
Do I think it's weird?
Yeah, Willem, you see them and you're like, oh, didn't see that the first time around. That's kind of odd. Peculiar cave paintings, more or less.
Can you
Dude.
tell that I have a level of exhaustion at this point?
Yes. As you kind of stare at Brandon, you can see a great deal of bags have developed under her eyes, also under Laserhawks.
What's up with the weird symbols on the wall?
They're
As part of the decor.
what do they mean? I mean, I guess they look cool.
What?
Kind of creepy.
that's not what we're talking about.
We are talking about it now.
I don't know, there's just always been symbols over here.
Hey, Dunk, can we have another sidebar?
Yeah. So what? What the fuck?
I don't like this. I mean, I don't like any of this, but like, ugh.
Also, can you hear Laser talking? Like,
Laser
Could I hear
talk.
Laserhawk talking? Can I hear
No,
the
but
Laserhawk?
as you look over at him, he is like kind of going like,
Yeah, I'm saying to Branwen, do they do this shit often? Is this like their thing?
Usually, like, it's all of us that are doing a sidebar in front of somebody else. I don't like not being in the side. Can we have our own sidebar?
We are right now.
Sounds like you're having
Yeah,
your own
okay,
sidebar.
cool.
Mm,
They both
Um,
seem very tired. They both seem quite distant. Though
I think
Branwen more so.
I don't know. I think we gotta just roll with it.
do you think we should go outside? I don't know if these symbols are like doing anything weird to their brains.
What if the symbols are protecting them from the curse thing, the
They
plague?
don't seem very well protected to me. Do they seem well protected to you? I mean, what
I
with
mean,
the bags under their eyes and the noticeable levels of exhaustion?
I mean,
I'm actively bleeding from my foot.
Oh yeah, that too.
um, oh god.
It is also like the sun is now like starting to creep through as a day has begun.
I don't like this, but I think we just need to.
Hold on, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna feel around in my pockets for the sending stone that was on Cena.
Okay, you get it.
I'm gonna grab it. Will the real Branwen please stand up?
There's so much feedback.
Yeah, yeah, Branwen, like you hear like in your ear.
Jesus, I'm right here, dude. It's me.
I had to be sure. Sorry.
Okay.
There's a reality manipulating ancient god afoot.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Yeah, and you're being real chill about weird fucking symbols scrawled into the wall, and his lips are moving, but no sound is coming out. What's that
Yeah.
about?
This is what is going to happen to Dunk in about 2 months.
What?
It's been 2 months for us here.
Why is this going to happen to Dunk? What is
Because
this?
What?
this is the dark god infecting our minds that we found in that freaky pit under Old Hallow. This is what I've been trying to tell you for the past, I don't know how long it's been.
Like an hour.
I'm gonna walk over and hold Branwen's hands in mine and just look in her eyes, and I'm gonna go,
Stop. This is weird. You're making it weird.
you did a bad job.
What?
I'm sure.
Explaining this.
I'm sorry, I haven't slept really in the past couple
You're an
days.
elf. You don't need to sleep.
Apparently not.
And
She
Thank
still
you
has
for
to
some.
meditate.
It's not sleeping. That's trancing.
It's still
Really,
trancing.
really?
It's
You're going into
specifically not
semantics about
sleeping.
this? Jesus Christ. Please put my hands down. I don't like that.
Well,
I didn't like
Brooke,
that either.
I think our point stands that maybe leading with that would have been cool. But
There's no pleasing these two.
You know what pleases
that
us?
was really scary.
Owning a Chili's franchise.
What?
We bought a restaurant. It's not important right now.
Important to me.
No, it's not.
Dunk, I'm sorry. It's very important to me.
Okay.
I spoke out of turn.
It's
and now
important, but it is not relevant at this
No.
moment. We can talk about that later.
Yes, we'll talk about that later.
Okay, so Seraphel can help us kill this god. Great. How does
Yes.
that happen?
Well, we need to get to the astral plane first, but it's still a work in progress. Kind of wanted to have. We needed. I needed to have you guys hopefully on board first, and also, Randy not dead and maybe Cena awake. Also, if we could get, if you guys could get really cool for like 5 minutes, we could maybe get that sorted out. Hopefully,
How's that gonna happen?
she would come here
Is she gonna try to kill us again?
No,
Unlikely.
unless you guys try to kill her.
Do
And
mean,
you
like,
guys,
she
we
tried
will
to
lose.
kill Cena last time she saw her?
She's not going to.
Okay. You seem confident.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
trust you on that.
Really?
Just spit. Why can't Cleo do it? And I can't believe I'm saying that.
I can call her here.
I mean, if you're all buddy with Seraphil now, I guess that's, yeah, do that. And it sounds like we need some things explained to us. So
All right.
You know, I just gotta say, I think Seraphil helping Randy would have been what he would have wanted.
probably, but he was an idiot.
Well, he was already it. Is
Yeah.
he's still that could be
He will
future?
continue to
is.
be an idiot. And you guys can ask questions. You can ask her yourself. Everything that you want to know. And just don't be so antagonistic because she's going to be antagonistic and it's just going to go poorly if you don't get kind of chill.
I'm chill.
I know, buddy. I'm gonna like pat his shoulder.
You almost made Chris do a spit take right there.
Again.
Doug, can I have a mic or sidebar?
Oh,
Please.
God.
You're fucking joking. You're fucking joking.
Branwen, are you
Honestly,
hailing Seraphil during this time?
Yeah, I'm going to sit down and start scrying.
Okay.
Hey, buddy, I'm extremely not chill. I'm gonna need you to help keep me even. Okay?
I'll try. Yes, yes.
Thanks.
I will hold you back.
Ah! Okay. Yeah.
All right. About 15 minutes passes of pretty uncomfortable silence. Willem, Dunk, you have the chance to kind of start to scan the room a bit more, and I'll have both of you make investigation checks while you wait.
Hey.
16.
Willem, you again don't notice anything out of the ordinary, but Dunk, you hear Branwen humming a faint tune that feels unfamiliar. You have not heard that tune in the past. Um, and she kind of goes about the tower, um, and Branwen kind of kneel by Cena's comatose body for a few minutes before you hear the familiar beating of wings and metallic clang of armor hitting the rock outside. And you hear Elray cough. um, hello. Um, and yeah, she does not enter the tower. The keep, rather. But you can hear the footfalls on the stout bridge outside.
Let's go.
Let's go.
As you
Are we
open the
bringing the corpse, or are we gonna leave him here?
We'll leave him here for
No.
now.
Cool.
as you open the door to the keep, you can see your familiar adversary standing on the stout stone and wooden bridge that leads towards the small rock edifice that the tower is built upon. She stands there, helmet in hand, sword at her side, and her raven black hair kind of pulled back into a neat ponytail that sits rather just everything is very nothing, not a hair out of place. And she like kind of looks between the four of you and gives you Willem and Dunk a bit of a head nod. Hello.
Howdy.
What's up?
And the body is in there.
Yeah.
Great, let's get to it, not waste any time. it's easier, more fresh.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, everyone is cool.
As a cucumber.
Yep.
I'm surprised I don't have to explain myself to you. As she pushes past you, Willem, into the keep. And kind of like feathers like brush against your face a little bit.
I'm just gonna
That's so
turn and
rude.
clutch Dunk's wrist until like my nails are like digging into him.
I am just walking so
Oh,
that
man.
I'm between Seraphel and them at all times.
Um, she enters into the keep and kind of looks around. You did a good job.
Thank you.
It was mostly Laserhawk.
She places her helmet and unhooks her sword from her belt and places it on a table in the entryway. And walks further into the keep where Randy's body is kind of situated against the wall. And she looks at the rest of you and she goes, if you could bring him to the middle, take off the sheet, please.
I will go to help.
I'll pick him up.
I'm gonna
I'm just
pull
gonna-
off the sheet and say ta-da.
A particular degree of callousness I would expect in the face of the death of your companion. And she will remove her gauntlets and reveal pretty calloused hands. This girl is not taking self-care seriously at all.
No, girly.
Does not use lotion.
Not moisturizing.
Not moisturizing. And she places them again on the table next to her sword helmet and steps pretty far away from it, like to where you have situated Randy's corpse in the middle of the room. And she reaches into a pouch stitched against her belt and extracts a near flawless diamond that kind of glints in the afternoon sun that trickles in from the windows in the tower. She kind of gives each of you a scrupulous look, then places the diamond against Randy's sunken, collapsed chest. And you can see that her eyes begin to grow a peculiar, almost sickly green color. Randy.
Lifts the eye patch.
Randy now.
For a while, there was a lot of darkness. Uncertain, almost imperceptible modicum of thought. A lot of nothing. And then there was something. Maybe a minute, maybe more. For all you know, it could have been 100 years. From an uncertain thought to a very definite noise, playful and childlike. A giggle, even. And as you kind of like ponder on that thought for a long time, it's not a thought, it's more of a memory. Cena's giggle, but much younger. On a beach, the night before everything started. And as you kind of float, non corporeal, no form, only this thought, you kind of start to wonder, stitching thoughts and memories together. Almost like it's the same beach, but everything is really muddied. And the thought pushes further from your mind and deeper into the darkness. But then the darkness begins to fade away, replaced by a never ending plane of gray. For the first time since you fell, and again, you have no recollection of how long ago that was, only nothing in between. In your eyes, it could be as little as an instant. you can see yourself. And you kind of inspect your arms and your skin, and everything looks intact. You can't remember anything about the fall. So at the moment, you're just surrounded by gray.
Um, there's just like nothing around here that's at all.
Make an investigation check.
Sure. Damn. 18.
No. As you kind of like scan, you're caught looking at your hands for a very long time. They're perfect. No imperfections, no blemishes, no scars, no cuts, no nothing. For all intents and purposes, the life you think you lived, you might have never had anything wrong with you. And as you kind of turn and start to look across the horizon, you can't see a damn thing until you land on a familiar face. Maybe unfamiliar. It's the fugue plane. Even the world tree doesn't touch this place. And she kind of steps forward into a vision which becomes less murky. Seraphel, even? Potential. The name seems to stick. It's a place for the faithless. A place. Well, it was a place for the faithless. A place for everyone. A place for you, had you been able to get here. Do you remember me?
I know your face.
That's an unfortunate line. Nothing in every direction. Walk long enough that way, though. She kind of points over your shoulder. You'd reach the throne eternal. At one point, Erendor sat in judgment of mortals without a god there. He's still there. Dead.
Okie dokie.
You're dead,
What are you doing
Randy.
here?
I came
Oh,
for you.
shit.
I came for you.
Oh. How'd that happen?
When you get back, unfortunately, you'll remember everything. All the pain. It's going to hurt like a bitch.
I mean, most cool things do.
This place was abandoned a long time ago. Because of things I did.
What did
It,
you do?
I killed Erendor.
Hey, good job. It's awesome. You
It
got a
used.
goal and you.
You are infinitely understandable. This used to be where you would go if you didn't have a god. So I'm warning you that you no longer have one.
Okay.
But now, people go nowhere. Just darkness. The void. Because the gods don't tend to this place anymore. None of them can. Your companions up there, they fear what the Void Maw brings. You've seen him too. You're the reason it's a problem.
Do I remember any of that? I don't remember anything about my actual life.
You do not.
Um,
But I want you to remember this.
sorry.
The gods. Sorry. The gods, as you know them, have seen content to leave you in utter darkness. The darkness that he will bring for millennia. I'm not asking for your help. I'm only asking that you don't stand in my way once we're back there. Otherwise, this whole thing was a waste of time.
Um, I have very little idea of what's happening, but that sounds fine with me. You seem like you got a good head on your shoulders.
I hope you remember that too. Make an insight check.
Uh-oh. 13.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to see. She looks like she hears something as well. Like her head kind of twitches in the direction. When people try to forget things, they come here. The memories. You should bring them with you. And the gray waste around you starts to give way. Cracking, crumbling. The sky kind of starting to fall apart around you as fracturing ribbons of gold, and you find yourself alone once more. And things start to erupt between the colorless, featureless sky, forcing your eyes shut in the glow. And you hear that giggle again. And a question that you had forced very far out of your mind. What if my real dad isn't like you? And as you blink in the afternoon sun, two faces look down on you. The stern, calculating glare of Seraphil, and the familiar freckled face of Branwen, ginger hair kind of squinting through tears as you return to life. You feel, however, an immense pain. And you do incur a -4 to all abilities, attack rolls,
Damn.
initiative rolls, etc. Until I tell you otherwise.
Fair enough.
Welcome back, Randy. And Seraphil kind of looks down at you. Good. That was easier than I remember. But Branwen, make an insight check with advantage.
That's so good. 22.
She grimaces in a similar fashion to the way that she does when she gives you her celestial blessing, and kind of steps up and steps back from the scene.
I am just gonna hug Randy.
Hey. What's up?
Oh, you were so dead.
Yeah, big time.
Okay, we still got stuff to do. Hey, how'd you die?
Oh man, holy shit. That was fucking crazy. Oh man, Adara hates me.
I said that.
Hey,
Dunk,
good.
that's what
Yeah.
Dunk thought, and I trusted Dunk, and Dunk was, as always, the wisest of all of us.
Yeah, I don't know. I must have said something that she didn't like because she just fucking killed me.
That tracks. You're a real son of a bitch when you want to be.
Chris Hawk.
All right, how are we doing this? Are you
I
Laserhawk
am
now?
Laserhawk now.
All right, I will. Hold on, I'll be right back then.
He's gotta change outfits.
He's gonna put on the sweatshirt.
As I'm hugging Randy, I will send a telepathic message to Serapha saying thank you.
Across the room, she just nods at your direction.
Yeah. Hopefully that shows some good faith to Duncan. Willem, right?
Yeah!
He's back!
He's
back!
alright!
There's our boy.
What's going
Okay.
on with you guys?
Do you know how to wake up Cena?
Is she not awake yet?
Very much unconscious. We were told by the
Riddled with it.
riddled with being comatose. We were told by the Hearthkeepers that her soul was detached from her body because of enduring a great amount of trauma, and that she would wake up on her own in time.
All right.
But if
Well,
we could like
sounds like
jumpstart that process, it would be cool.
we gotta just kind of wait.
Oh,
Right, I don't want to do that.
I also don't want to do that.
I did try to heal her earlier, and that did not go. Well, it didn't bring her soul back. I
Oh
don't.
yeah,
I
physically she
soul
is
Yeah.
fine.
magic.
Well, there is a gaping wound that sort of closed up, but I believe it has left her a little bit disfigured, if I remember
Wait,
correctly.
what?
Yes.
Oh, from the stabbing. that
yeah.
had
What?
happened.
I'm sure. Wait, were you not there?
She was
She was
not.
there.
I mean, she was there for the
Oh.
stabbing, but technically she was. Well, you were pretty far away.
I hadn't seen her for 2 months, and I think
Yeah.
I might have. I think I was potentially unconscious when she got stabbed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Seraphel super
Oh.
stabbed her like right through the guts and almost killed her.
Yeah, you.
Seraphel just kind of looks and goes, "You were an obstacle."
Uh, yeah, I'm gonna go
Hello,
run
Seraphel.
over to see.
Randy, you're welcome for
So,
bringing you back to life and stuff.
thanks for that. Look. Are you done stabbing us and trying to kill us? Because that was real exhausting for a while.
So long as you don't remain an obstacle to what I need to do.
I've literally never tried to object to anything. Well, that's not true.
Yes, it is not true, and more so, the group that you have stayed with for so very long has been a consistent thorn in my side until clearly the most intelligent of the group decided to take matters into her own hands.
Okay.
Right. All right. So we got to figure some shit out.
So you don't want to destroy the world? Can we just clear that up?
I do not want to destroy the world. I only mean to destroy the
Great.
gods who claim that they look out for your best interests, and they do not.
Oh.
Whatever must happen for that to be accomplished means to an end.
Okay, maybe not whatever.
Until that last part, I was surprisingly on board.
Yes. We're more alike than you think you are.
So if we can help you kill the gods
Hmm.
without killing everything else.
Sure.
Oh, that was easy. Maybe
I pulled them so hard.
Randy, we owe you a bit of an apology because that was your whole thing the whole time.
And maybe Branwen, who I assume you just spent the better part of an hour telling her she was a fool for trusting me.
Oh,
No.
I don't know what I expected. It's fine.
We didn't spend the better part of an hour telling you you were a fool for trusting her. We just were questioning.
we also didn't know what was going on. But Branwen, I'm sorry.
I don't really know what I'm sorry for, so I'm not going to say it.
The
I see.
tracks.
Very much so.
I'm gonna go check on Cena. You guys can keep talking.
A couple things real quick. All right. First of all, I met Valyrian. He's a big dragon. Tried to kill me. Wasn't
He's
a big
still
fan of me.
alive.
Oh yeah, big time. I thought you knew.
She immediately is putting her helmet on. Where?
Dude, don't kill him. He's just like a guy. He's just chilling. I think he's mostly dead. He's like a ghost or whatever.
Let me know when you can string coherent thoughts together, and then we'll talk. Valyrian is an obstacle to our objective.
Yeah, he like was not a fan of you.
What?
He told me I had to kill you, and I said no, and then he tried to kill me. So you're
Can't say
welcome
I'm-
for that.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Um, Second of all, yeah, so I'm done with the chronomancy plan. I don't want to do that anymore. That's genocide, I guess. So I'm good on that. So we can ignore the chronomancy. I hope you guys didn't go to Draken Boss. Because that I don't know if it's worth talking to him at all. So
Um,
anyway, Randy's plan, a
Willem is
plan by Randy.
clutching Dunk's wrist really hard right now.
I mean, at some point, I'd like to get that girl out of that orb.
Oh,
Yup.
sure. We can deal with Orb Gate when it comes, for sure. Okay, third of all, hello, Seraphel. It's nice to see you. Fourth of all, uh,
Can you
so
try to wake up Cena?
well, Adar is not a good person.
I could have told you that. Wait, no, I did tell you that.
You did. No, you were right. My bad. I don't know. I can admit when I'm wrong, and I'm usually wrong. But anyway, um, what's okay?
sixth of all, Willem and I bought a Chili's,
That's awesome.
so you know we're basically rich on the Feywild.
Okay.
Why did you do that? Wait, no, there's still other things we need to handle.
Yeah, there's a seventh and eighth of all. Seventh of all, we did steal the rhyme-bound stone.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Eighth of all, when we left, Hylasera was under attack, presumably by the Earl King.
Oh,
There's a
yeah.
big fire, and they're scrambling the Dawn Guard, but it seemed bad.
I'm sorry, what?
Who are the Dawn Guard?
Those are those people in the shiny armor at Hylasera, Talia, and she had a brother who was kind of annoying.
I hate that.
Yeah, we were like, oh, weird fire, and then we saw shining things in the fire, and it was people in phalanxes of armor coming to attack the city. So
Okay. That's really bad. And I think
agreed.
that's my fault.
My end of the bargain has been
Why?
delivered. Where is the tomb of Alari?
We had an agreement.
Oh, what is?
You just heard what they said. Her soul is there. She's fine. I'm probably the last person that's going to be coaching that along.
She's not fine.
She's not fine. My voice is not going to be what brings her back. So if she were dead, I could help you. This I cannot help you. Where is the tomb of Alari?
We had an agreement, and I'm gonna go upstairs to where Cena is.
Yeah, I'll follow.
The tomb of Alari is in the woods.
Thank you. Which woods would that be?
Willem, shut the fuck up.
I'm going to shut the fuck up.
Oh no. Tell me more.
I go back downstairs. He doesn't know where it is.
I think he does.
He doesn't know how to get to it.
Tell me.
No, he for sure does.
No, he doesn't.
Why don't we want her to go there? Or why don't you want her to go there?
Because she said that she would help Cena first.
There's nothing I can do for her. She needs time.
Branwen,
Insight check. Insight check.
Okay.
14.
Hard to say.
Branwen, you're gonna hate me for this, so maybe like cover your ears.
No.
Seraphel did just say that because Branwen's alive, she can't help her.
No,
Oh, Randy, close your ears.
No,
because
it's because
Cena's
Cena's
alive.
Yeah, no, sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah, because Thena's alive, Seraphel can't help. If Cena were...
No.
Now, that's an
No.
intriguing
Hey,
theory.
remember how her soul is
No.
separated from her body because of trauma? I don't think killing her would
Thank you,
help.
Willem.
Spitballing, I'm trying to help.
Listen, no such thing as a bad idea. Thank you, Dunk.
I don't think that's been your track record.
No such thing as a bad idea from Dunk. Thank you, Dunk. Um, Branwen, I don't think she can help Cena.
You want me to go take a look
I'm-
at her?
Yes,
Fine.
I will go with.
I'll follow.
I'm
Oh,
also going.
oh, everybody's
Yeah.
going up. The keep is pretty narrow. It's a pretty stout staircase. And
It's a good
as
thing that we repaired the floor
it's a
and
very
the
good
structural integrity of this keep.
it is a very good thing that you did so. As you make your way to the top of the stairs, make an investigation check.
Me? Who?
Yes. Who's ever leading.
I got a 19 if I want to lead.
I got
Randy's
14.
Randy's
Yeah, why don't
leading,
we all
even
say our
though this
roles and then-
isn't his. Even though
We
this
all
isn't.
do that like mad dash to like, and Randy's just
We're all
close to the
shoving
stairs
each
at
other
that
out of the
point.
way.
This actually works. Randy, as you are approaching the top landing of the stairs, you think you hear a voice, just like kind of caught on the wind. And as you reach the top of the stairs, you still see Cena laying in bed, chest rising and falling, still alive but comatose.
What? What do you mean by voice?
You heard like somebody say something, but it was too hard to tell who, and it didn't sound like anybody that you were with.
In this room though.
In the distance,
Okay.
on the wind.
I'm just gonna like say out loud, who hello, Cena.
Could you get out of the way, please? I want to look at her.
Oh yeah, my bad.
And Seraphel will approach Cena. Kind of like sit.
I am right up there.
Okay.
On the other side.
Sit on the bed and like kind of on the foot of the bed, and place her ungauntleted hand on Cena's wee round little face.
What?
Yeah, she's got a
Wee round little
she's got
face.
a round little face. And Willem and Dunk and Randy, who have now seen Cena for longer than anyone in this particular state, for the first time see flashes of anguish on an otherwise comatose face. Um, and Branwen, in an instant, you can see like her face twist in. You're able to tell that it is very clearly hatred. Um, and Seraphile's eyes shut, and she starts to kind of strain as well.
I'm gonna just squeeze her hand really, really tight and telepathically tell her to wake up. Hey, girl, head.
Is Seraphel in her fucking head right now?
Make an insight check. Are you asking that out loud?
I am, but I would also like to make an insight check.
Yeah.
As 27.
Totally.
She's not allowed to fucking be there.
Yeah, 100% she should not be.
Yeah, I noticed this and I
Do it.
damn it. I didn't think I'd That's like the least okay thing for Seraphil to do. um
What are you doing?
I don't know. Hold on, I didn't expect to do anything.
You don't have to do anything.
I guess not. I'm gonna like I'm just gonna get like real close. I'm ready to strike if things go bad.
Okay.
I will hurt her.
Her face is in anguish.
Not
I mean,
Cena.
it sounds. Cena's face is in anguish.
I am gonna
Cena's face is also in anguish.
telepathically message Seraphel and ask her what the hell she's doing.
You receive no response.
Then I will I'm sorry. This is I'm looking for something. Okay. I'm going to use. Can I use magic? I'm gonna
Yeah,
try
you have a
to
you
channel
have a
divinity.
negative D4. Oh, sorry, you have -4 to everything that you do. Spell save, attack rolls, ability checks, etc.
Then I will attempt to channel divinity to read her thoughts.
Okay.
Seraphos.
As you attempt to do so, you find yourself incapable of penetrating her mind palace.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Yes.
Then I will just cast suggestion on her.
Okay. What is the suggestion and what is your DC?
The suggestion is stop that.
Okay.
And it is 18.
Okay.
Wisdom.
-4 though, so 14.
Yeah.
She succeeds, but as you cast the suggestion, her face is like contorting, and all of a sudden you see like kind of like actually everyone who's like very close, so Randy and Branwen, you can make investigation checks. Perception checks. Perception checks, not investigation.
18.
10.
Branwen, you notice a weird flash of light behind Cena's eyelids that are still very firmly shut. And Seraphel's like hand recoils. And she like steps back and kind of like bumps into Randy because you're so close. What the fuck? I told you, she just needs time.
Yeah, you don't get to go in her head again.
What did you do?
I was asked to. This is what I was told to do. I told you that I was probably the last person. I told you. Yet here we are.
I don't know how to do the things that you do.
And
If
I told you that
could,
she
I
would need time.
Seraphel, Alari's tomb is in the middle of the Waltham Woods, guarded by the Green Wardens.
You're not going to get in there.
If anybody can get in there, it's her.
She doesn't know how to get in there
But at least
to
I
the
have
actual tree.
At least I have a place to look. Thank you. She's looking you up and down, Willem, with a bit of curiosity. Do you know you wield Lero's blade?
Excuse me?
Yes, it's like a... Are you wearing it like a prank? Is that why?
I don't know what you're talking about. This is, He got mad at me last... Go on.
Oh yeah, you definitely have it. That's hilarious. And very on character. Got it. Got it. Got it. Well,
I mean, listen, I
thank you
know
for the
you had
information.
some sort of deal with Branwen, but can you tell me more about that?
Sure. And then I really must be going. I have things that I must be doing.
Sure.
It was a prank, to be perfectly honest. A sword crafted by Eldros, by Lero's command, to, well, prove that those who even yearn for justice are willing to get stronger, better, and more bloodthirsty, to further their own personal goals. It's admirable,
Speaking of...
Randy
really.
starts laughing.
She kind of like
Speaking of blood
quickly looks over her
thirsty,
shoulder.
If you happen to meet the first Green Warden, step on her head for me.
What?
Spoken by like someone who truly believes that sword is for them. I appreciate your desire to be stronger. Only the very thinly veiled reasoning that clearly exists behind it. You enjoy killing. There's nothing wrong with it.
I need to take a walk.
Yes. If you're at all interested in how we align, you've had your vengeance. Now you relish in the afterbirth of this new life that you've created for yourself, and you will not stand in the way while I create mine. And she will look up as though she's about to take off, and then look at you,
We
Branwen.
repaired this
Yep,
roof.
she like looks down at you, Branwen, and then heads downstairs.
Rough. That was the most Midwestern
Yeah, that
I've
was
ever
so
heard.
Midwestern of you.
I'm just gonna sit on the floor against the bed and sit there.
Well,
I will also sit there.
Well, thanks for getting rid of my bargaining chip, Willem.
you held up your end of the bargain, or I held it up for you, and she held up hers. She's your ally. Don't you want to help her?
At least I had some kind of. That was the one thing I had over her, and you just handed it over. So, back to square one.
So you weren't going to give her what she wanted.
No, I was. But on
Okay.
my terms. So
Well,
thanks for that.
you had an accord. She held up her end of the bargain, so yeah, it's fine.
Laserhawk is going to speak up.
Go ahead.
He's going to say, "It wasn't your information to give."
I mean, I had it, so yes, it was.
Branwen's been talking to her for 2 months and trying to get all the information that she could. And you gave away her entire fucking shtick in one sentence. That is the most fucking disrespectful shit I have ever heard.
You want to talk about disrespect? First of all, I don't know why somebody who made a fucking hag deal is going to lecture me about respect and tried to turn me in and kill me. Second of all, you want to talk about respect? I don't know why Branwen would let the source of most of Cena's trauma root around in her fucking brain.
We've
For
been
the-
here a really long time, Willem.
For the first time, a voice coughs up from the bed. You let her do that? I've seen his eyes flutter open.
Randy rushes to her.
She kind of like leans away a little bit, but obviously can't go too far in bed as you.
And he just like starts sobbing.
I'm still here.
I'm glad you're back.
She tries to lean up. Oh my. And like leans back down. Oh wow, you're all here. She kind of like looks around the room. Okay. So that wasn't just a dream. She was really here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, maybe mad enough to come back.
That's something, right?
Can I get a minute? Just me.
Yep.
Y'all awkwardly shuffle out of the room.
I'm gonna go walk out onto the lake.
That was fucking
Well,
weird.
shit.
I imagine that we're all kind of like in the room
I
in
am
silence.
taking a walk outside because I
Oh yeah, that's right.
need to chill.
Randy will also go
Okay.
for a walk then, if that is what we're doing.
all just go on our separate walks.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So sad.
That is very sad. Anything you guys want to do on your particular walks?
I'm just gonna sit, take a nice little seat out on the lake, and then I'm just watching to see if I can see move if she's getting up or something in the
I have
tower.
laid a limb render on the grass like 5 feet away from me, and I've just like sat down cross-legged, and in my mind I'm like, what the fuck did she mean you're a prank?
Hey, hold on, I gotta get into the
That's
You're,
so
you're Dracula.
Dracula.
my Dracula
Oh,
voice. Yes. Ah. Yes, I am indeed a cruel plank against a wielder, but I am still an ally of yours. Eldros trapped me here. I am all who I say I am. But yes.
What is Eldros? Who is Lero?
Eldros and Lero are champions of your pretender gods. They killed my Iron Maiden Velthara, and they killed me. They trapped my soul in this blade, forged in the fires of a dying star.
Cool.
Yeah, it's metal as fuck. And he goes, and I have passed from hand to hand, feeding their bloodlust for many years.
Oh, so you're a cruel joke that's supposed to make me want to kill people.
Willem, I have come to know you over our many weeks together. You wear your justice like armor, like it makes up for the blood you spill and the heads you topple. But you must call it what it is. Vengeance. There is nothing wrong with that, and I have helped you deliver it. We are all owed something in life, and you've gotten it. But now you're chasing something. You need more. Pretending that your code is better than someone else's. But you should just know. It is order that you seek. It is your order. Am I wrong? I know you better than anyone.
You're right.
So then why is the indignation you show your friends so covered in crap? Why not just be honest?
I am honest.
You need more blood to spill. You need a new enemy.
If that's what it takes, I
She
wouldn't
was standing
be
right in
upset
front of
about
you.
it.
She was standing right in front of you. Your enemy for weeks, months even. Mine for life. Her and her friends trapped me here.
Well, Limmy, that feels a little bit like manipulation.
Well, I have helped you before. Now it is time to help me. You know you want it. She angers you. You're angry at your friends for letting her back into your lives. She nearly killed your companion that you never cared very much for, but you cared for her all the same.
You don't know me as well as you think you do.
Ah, but maybe it is simply you who doesn't know themselves. You're lying to yourself, Willem. You are a child, incapable of thought quite yet. You are not yet the man you are. You are
Hold
only
on.
the man you want to be.
You one moment. We'll talk again later.
Huh?
Dunk. I need to find
Yeah.
Dunk. Limmy needs to go in timeout. Please put him in the bag of holding.
Uh,
We've tried to take the sword from you before. Are you sure it's cool?
I'm gonna put it in the bag of holding.
as you let the sword drop from your hand, Willem, you feel all of your vitality sapped. And you incur a level of exhaustion.
Yep, could have figured that was gonna happen.
And then
You okay?
in the back of your mind, you hear, "Ah!"
I assume that it was a yell because he's falling through the pocket dimension. Yeah, he just said some fucked up stuff.
Obviously, I haven't heard him, but that kind of seems like this whole thing.
I mean, now that I know he was created as a prank, it makes sense why he's such an asshole all the time. And he's like, "Oh, go kill Seraphel. You know you want to. She makes you angry." Ugh. And I'm like, "No, maybe she has a point." Yeah.
Okay,
So
well,
he called me a thoughtless child, and that's why I had to put him into timeout.
oh well.
That's what did it.
That was
sorry.
the straw that broke the
Ooh.
camel's back. Yes.
Before we
sorry.
go to Branwen, Randy is actually going to cast Water Walk and follow her.
Okay.
I keep thinking that I can get away from everybody while walking on water, and it just keeps not happening like
Not
that.
Laserhawk or Randy.
That's
Damn.
me.
Laserhawk standing on the beach smoking a cigar. What the fuck? He can do it too? I hate this
Oh,
guy.
I like that Laserhawk hates Randy canonically. Sorry.
Oh, you're out there.
Oh.
I'm sitting on the water like it's a weird little water bed, but it's a big lake.
I'm gonna approach and also sit down. I'm just gonna.
Why do you all? Why does everyone walk around water now?
I
I
could do
goose.
this. I could always do this. Just
Of
never the
course you could.
chance. Hey,
Oh, wait, real quick. Sorry, this will be like the last main conversation, probably. So, Dunk, if you need to dip, feel free.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stick around for this.
Yeah.
okay. What are we? How are we gonna handle this? This is clearly extremely awkward.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I specifically did not go out of my way to talk to Seraphel after that because of Cena. I think you made the right decision. It's not something that I could have done. Um, I don't know. I don't know what happens from here, I guess.
I don't either anymore. So I'll let her come to me. I don't think she really wants to talk to me right now. So
Yeah, probably.
it's been a long 2 months, Randy.
It's been 2 months.
Yeah. Not for Duncan Willem. It's been like probably 2 days, but
Damn. I was dead a lot shorter than I thought I was. Hey, we've both been dead. That's cool, right?
the saddest high five. Were you just existing in a endless void of completely nothing?
Yeah. Yeah, for a while. Kind of nice. I like would not
I
be
think your
opposed.
void was different from mine.
What was your void?
Nothing.
Yeah, no, that's what mine was too.
But you said yours was nice. Mine wasn't a fun nothing. It was nothing.
It kind of depends on how you look at the nothing, I guess.
Okay.
The two of you are keen to notice like a shadow passing in front of the light coming from the top of the tower.
You should go talk to her.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna
I'll
kind of
be
like
here.
scoot up to Branwen and give her like a little side hug as we're sitting, and I'm gonna go. Okay.
I hold on to the hug for far too long.
Okay. See you later. And I guess, yeah, I'll go talk to Seraphil too if we got time.
Seraphile's not here.
Seraphil's not here right
She
now.
fucking left.
Oh,
Thanks to
you meant talk to
somebody.
Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'll do then.
All right. You head up to the highest room in the tower, and you only see like a bandaged back, kind of facing you as she's kind of turned herself towards the wall.
I'm just gonna like knock on the door.
What do you want, Branwen?
Hey,
Oh.
it's me.
She rolls over and kind of like winces a bit, and then pushes herself up into a sitting position. And then realize that she only has the bandages on. You can see that she like threw her shirt on the ground. She like hikes up. And she's like, "Hi."
Yeah, you got pretty fucked up, huh?
Yeah.
And I like lift my shirt and see like the horrible like
Yeah, it's awful.
disfigured wings and
Yeah.
like yeah, I
Oh
am
my
not
god.
doing well either.
It's just straight up doesn't have wings anymore.
Wait, what do you mean? What
Yeah.
happened to you? Did she do this to you?
No, this was Adara. Yeah, she mega killed me.
You died?
She like took all my powers away. Well, not just the wings, just the wing bit, and threw me on the ground. Um, I was deader than you were. You were like medium dead,
Wasn't
maybe.
dead.
Um,
Like,
where where have you been?
I was just scared.
I mean, I get it. So am I.
I wanted to wake up, I just couldn't. Nothing made me want to. Not you or her. And I thought if anyone would, it would be her. And then I wake up and I talking about someone who nearly destroyed me. She's seen the scars.
Yeah.
I can't, like, did she even think of me when she thought, like,
I don't really know what to say, but I know Branwen didn't do what she did lightly. Um, you know, maybe can we just chill for a little while and like not talk about that?
yeah, yeah, that'd be nice.
I am so happy that you're okay. I went in and you were in the state that you were in. And I, you know, kind of wish I hadn't died on that spot because I would have tried a lot harder to, make you not medium dead. Um,
Don't make me
so
laugh.
anyway, I'm glad you're back. I love you.
I'm glad I'm back too.
I'll just sit with her.
Sits in silence for some time. And you can make a insight check.
That'll be a 25.
Yes. As you are sitting there for some time, you hear every once in a while breakdown of tears, uh, just a little bit of crying. Um, But what you also notice is like just a weird energy in the room. It doesn't feel the same.
What? Um, hey, are the vibes off in this room or something?
Yeah, I almost died.
Yeah, no, but like outside of that.
No.
Can I cast detect magic
Sure.
real quick? Do I?
You don't detect any, like, hold on. No, you do not sense anything.
Okay. Thought I heard a voice here earlier too.
It's not unlike the many weird things that happen to you over the span of your existence.
That's so true. um, okay, well, cool. All right.
Can you tell her I want to talk to her?
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I'll go tell her. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. I,
However, if we need to end there,
yeah.
we can pick up with the conversation at our next
When are we
session.
playing next?
We will discuss
When?
that after, but is everyone cool for Wednesday?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. All right.
Yay.
We'll be back on our normal Wednesday, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. And we thank you for joining us on the special Sunday edition of Nat20Hot. We couldn't have been more pleased to share it with you. Hope you enjoyed the gang getting back together again. And as always, you can find us on TikTok or our Instagram at Nat20Hot or on our website, www.nat20hot.com. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on Wednesday.
Bye,
Bye,
Zombie.
Zombie.